It's not going to be easy. In fact, it's going to be hard. You might want to stop, give up, or walk away. And if you do, you're always going to wonder, what if? Slow down, breathe in confidence, and fight. Fight with everything you got. No matter what's thrown at you, push until you've given it your all. One extra push, one extra punch. That's all it takes. From the very first time I wrapped my hands and put on the gloves, I just literally fell in love with the sport of boxing. I didn't feel comfortable really telling my coaches, like, hey, I have a back problem. So I tried to suck it up, I guess, as much as I could. That led to the disc in my back blowing up. In those moments before I had surgery, I finally got to meet Dr. Valiente, and I made a deal with him that if he fixed me, I would quit my job and I'd devote my whole life to the sport of boxing and using it as a tool to help other people heal. I have kept that promise, and since 2010, I've been running with my husband the not-for-profit charity, MJKO, the boxing-based youth charity located in South Parkdale. What we do is we actually use sport to help create social change. The kids that come to MJKO, on the surface, they look like happy kids, but then you realize, they've lost a parent, they're dealing with, a community filled with mental health issues, they're struggling in school, English is not their first language. Boxing teaches us to persevere, to get up and push through the hard times. And I think that's something that we need to do more of.
At MJKO, I am one of the coaches. So I used to fight a lot when I was younger, and that's how I can kind of also relate to a lot of the kids at our organization. Youth organizations are a big need for communities like Parkdale. For me, when I lived in community housing, I was exposed to I saw a lot of violent things happening. There was a lot of gang and criminal activities that were happening in the neighborhoods. Because of MJKO, rather than being out in the streets, getting involved with things that they shouldn't be getting involved in, the kids in the Parkdale community have somewhere to call a second home. They have somewhere to go where they have people who care about them and are motivating them and are rooting for them. So that kind of is already itself a win for the community. Boxing is the one thing that they look forward to every day.
Boxing is not about violence, it's about self-regulation, it's about self-control, and it's about being a better person.
From there, they get confident around their peers, and then they get confident out in the street, outside of the organization.
Some kids naturally like competition, and why not use that for good?
My dream is to be a professional boxer. It's a challenge to me because it's an exercise that's kind of non-stop every week. MJKO didn't exist, my life would kind of be Urgh. If you have a bad day, you have someone to come and be nice and help you feel better. Constantly go there and practice, work hard. Good to learn from your mistakes, because mistakes are powerful.
When I was growing up, if I had an organization in my life like MJKO that is a second home to me, I think it would have been amazing for a lot of people I grew up with as well. It's life-changing. A lot of the kids that I grew up with, some of them are dead, some of them are in jail, and if they had that in their life, they probably would be living a different life right now. If they had somewhere to go rather than be out on the streets, it would have been a lot different.
We want to light a spark. We want the kids to believe that anything they want, they can accomplish. Every single kid that I see walks in with so much potential. I don't see all the things that other people see. So when parents tell me they've seen such a change in their kid, For me, I've always saw that potential and that ability. For me, it's just providing a nurturing environment that they can thrive. And I think that's all the kids in South Parkdale need, is a place to thrive.
Being able to just show kids that, yeah, I do care about you. It's more than just you coming and spending an hour and a half with us. Like, you're my family too. Just being able to put a smile on a kid's face is what drives me.
It's kind of like a big family where everyone gets together and gets along.
Resilience is grounded in passion and in joy. Without finding your love or what you're meant to do in this earth, it's very hard to be resilient. The sport of boxing has taught me so much about the ability to face fear. Life is scary, life is hard, and it's about just facing it, one fight, one step, one challenge at a time. I'm just one of thousands of people in Toronto that are doing amazing work to make the lives of children and the citizens better.